Hey Tom, how's it going?
Oh, not bad. Did you hear about what happened this week?
No, what has happened this week?
Fucking everything.
A lot of news?
Lots of it. So let's get into it.
Oh, let's get into it. All right, hey guys, welcome to the nerdy phase. Um, as always, he got Tom here. He's sitting there wearing his typical plaid shirts. Really, honestly, Tom, I got one thing to say to you
Yeah.
for democracy,
For democracy.
freedom, and liberty.
Liberty.
We'll discuss that here in a little bit,
Oh, yeah, we will.
but but yeah, I mean, then you have me, Serge, in honor of Mario Day. That was yesterday, March 10th, Mario Day, because of kind of like Ninja, or not Ninja, Moba Ninja. He does his ones like eyes. Hey,
Yep.
Mario took it first. So that's what I'm doing. I'm wearing Mario shorts too, so I'm kind of decked out. Um, but
Time out.
hey,
Adjust your camera. Your
what?
your your camera's way too low. Raise it up a little bit.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, it was all just like pretty much it was right there at the top of your head. It just looked a
Oh,
little weird.
that's fine.
Just get your face a little more center is all.
I was focusing on my crotch. Okay. All right. We'll mark
All right,
that
John
there.
Cena.
I'll mark it right there. All right. So, anywho, let's start as always. What nerdy thing have we done this week? I'll go first again if you want.
Yeah, go ahead,
So,
because I got to think about mine. Mine was pretty slow.
so I think Tom and I have a shared one. I don't know if we discussed it or not, but I finally broke down and bought Helldivers. Been playing a lot of Helldivers.
Like a
Uh,
true patriot.
that's right, like a true patriot. It's all Super Earth needs us. And we need to kill those bugs and those robots because Super Earth is going to be the dominant thing. It's just offered democracy, guys.
I'm thinking about starting to print helmets and stuff off here soon. I'm thinking
Oh,
that's going to be
that would be cool.
my Halloween. I just need to figure out how the hell to get a cape.
Yeah. Uh, so there's a few things. Uh, Helldivers really made me realize how crappy my RAM was. Because I'm stupid and I run everything in the background as I'm playing Helldivers. So yeah, it bogged everything down. So I bought more RAM. You know, I went out and bought 64 gigs of it. So now everything runs like a champ, and I can have everything still running. So I did that this weekend, installed it. Um, I increased my yo-yo collection. I bought this.
Oh, damn, I got 32 gigs of RAM. I thought I only had like 24 or 16. Okay.
This is the supposedly the tiniest yo-yo.
It's so small. Little butterfly.
So I mean, if you look at it compared to the other ones, so it's kind of small.
How's the weight on that? Is it heavier because it's smaller?
No, it's not. It's a real good plastic. And then I thought it was gonna be cheap because I only paid $5 for it. But it's a Duncan yo-yo. The plastic is like a hard reinforced plastic, so it's not like it's
Mm-hmm.
you can hear that. And then the axle is a fixed axle, so there's no bearings on it, but it's whatever. It's just a tiny yo-yo. But it's metal, so it's not it's a pretty legit yo-yo for that price.
Okay, so it's got a good metal core, so it's solid. I mean, but
Right?
it's still lighter than your other one. You think that,
Yeah.
because it was smaller, they'd probably put a little more heft to it.
Well, the thing is, it's like, so I got this one here, this dollar yo-yo that I bought. This right, this thing is heavier than this,
Okay, see,
and
that's kind of
like,
what I'm thinking about. Yeah.
so yeah, it's pretty good. It's even heavier than this one too. So as far as that, the other thing I did too, um, with my yo-yo. So this has been my nerd thing for like the last like week or so. I don't know why. I went and changed this one from. I changed the bearing, so it's now an unresponsive bearing. Um, do you know what I mean by unresponsive?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna show you. So an
Come on, put it in the
unresponsive.
hole.
What's that?
Put it in the hole. Come on,
I know I'm not very good at this.
spit on
You're making me nervous. Okay.
it.
All right. So let me unplug this real quick. Now I'm just learning. So, as you know, a responsive yo-yo, when you drop it down, right? You go like this, it comes back up. This doesn't. So the way to get this back up, you have to buy. You have to do a bind return. If I could do it, you see.
Interesting.
So what that does, it enables you to have first off, it sleeps longer. So I've gotten like usually my yo-yo is sleeping about max 10 seconds. This it doubled the time. So that just enables more string type tricks. So you can
I
have
wish I
like
could sleep longer, but no fucking
yeah,
government told me when I was allowed to go to bed and wake up.
right? But you know how people like do those tricks with the strings like they have an unresponsive yo-yo because responsive would be more like this, right? So whenever you drop it, you pick it up, it just responds right back to you. That's what a responsive yo-yo does.
The
So
more you know.
the more you know. I never thought yo-yos were that complex. So I went to a hobby town and found this small yo-yo, and I saw the yo-yos in this case. I'm like, oh, what are those unresponsive, responsive? And the guy was like, what? I was like, they're yo-yos, man. I'm like, okay, well, are they responsive or unresponsive? He has like 4 people, and then finally another employee came out from the back, and he's like, "Oh, I know about yo-yos." I'm like, "Okay, so they know
Yeah.
when they're this complex." So, um, and then the other thing I did this weekend, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Um, dude, it's fantastic. I don't. Have you ever played the original
No,
on
no.
PlayStation?
I've putzed around on it because my cousin had it, but I've never played it. No.
So, um, but you know the typical RPGs from that era, the JRPGs, how like when you go out into the open world, you go town to town, but it's just like a huge map, and you can just walk around the world and random encounters.
Yeah.
So what they did this one, I mean, it was a massive world. They separated by regions. So like when you're in the first region, you go and you walk around this like massive map, and um, it's pretty big. I mean, I found out there's 14 chapters. I haven't even finished chapter 4, and I've already put 25 hours into the game. So
Okay.
it's gonna be a pretty long
Have you
game.
been streaming it?
I have not because I haven't really been in an environment to stream it. I play it during the day on the weekends and have all the kids and they're rowdy. So unfortunately, I
Well,
haven't been
only
able
play
to.
it, or set up a little spot in your bedroom. Close the door.
I should, but I'll probably start streaming it again this weekend and just part of the noise because it's whatever.
Yeah.
So people have to will know I have kids. So, um, but no, I haven't streamed. I did stream in the morning. I got up before the kids were awake, and I wanted to test out, see how good I was. I want people to know if I'm any good at it because I've always thought I was pretty good. I did stream a little bit of Tetris,
Yep. I was there for
about
that.
30 minutes. So I don't know if I did any good. I sucked at the beginning, and everyone saw how bad I sucked, and then I got my groove on. So, but nothing real exciting this weekend for me, honestly.
Yeah. No, I think for me, mainly was Helldivers. What else? Helldivers. I started watching, and I just finished Limitless, the TV show based off the Bradley Cooper movie.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. It's only was it 1 or 2 seasons
Just
though.
one season, but it was like 20 episodes, 22 episodes, something like
I
that.
know
Eh,
Bradley
it was
Cooper
fun.
shows up and gives him the same thing he has,
Yeah,
and
the
why
the
so
NZT. Yeah.
the
That
improved
was
one. So, but
Yeah, well, it wasn't the improved one. It's he has the ability to give him some enzyme shot that makes him immune to the side effects, and at the very end, then his girlfriend is able to make up a version of it that is permanent of the enzyme. So I mean, it was fun. I don't think I watched a random YouTube short, and it was based on because I always get these these like movie clip ones that come in on my feed and everything. So it just shows kind of like a part of a show, and I'll watch and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Honestly, I'm like, a lot of this stuff probably should be like copyright taken off, but
Hmm.
if they were smart, they'd leave all this stuff up because it's just enough information to get you interested, for me to go find it. So yeah, I watched Limitless, played Helldivers, not as much as I wanted to, because I went to a conference on Saturday, which was for Young Americans for Liberty. It's political stuff, and um, but however, though, I was looking dapper as hell on my live stream. So
Yeah. Young Americans for Liberty, is this an optional meeting or just
it was like a conference. I'm trying to kind of I don't like some of my politicians, so I'm trying to get involved with the people who are responsible for trying to get them primaried out. So,
oh cool.
but yeah, so I shook hands. Well, I shook babies, kissed some hands. You know how it goes.
Yeah, gotta kiss babies.
Oh yeah,
You know. So
got to
but yeah,
shake the babies.
shake the babies. So I saw how you dressed. I can't remember. I think the last time I dressed like that was my wedding day
Yeah,
two
actually,
years
literally,
ago.
I've only got one suit right now because so for my wedding, I decided I could spend $125 and get a tux, or I could rent a tux, or I could spend like $220 and just buy myself a suit. So I got myself a three-piece suit. With we went blue for the wedding, and then I'm gonna try to convince my wife to let me get a black suit, a gray suit, and potentially maybe like a tan suit, just so I could
You think
mix
I
and
can do
match.
pinstriped?
That would be fun to do some pinstripe on that. But I don't know. I need to get some basic colors first, and then we'll expand after that.
I will pass on the suits.
Yeah,
You can nerd out with the suits on your own.
I love
So
looking fly. I can't really nerd out about suits other than like, all right, I know I want a semi slim fit. Well, as slim as I could go, with said beer belly. But um, yeah, that, and then I just know I want a few of them, and they got to be three-piece. I got to have the vest on. I hate tie clips. I think they look weird, and they
right.
kind of and like you bend over, everything starts looking weird. So yeah, best kind of tie clip for me is just wear a vest.
So hey, do you remember that sushi place I was telling you about in Texas?
Yeah,
Did I ever show you what came out of the thing?
no,
So the prize when you eat when you get 15 plates, um, this was their collaboration at the time. It just opens up and it's not in there. Who took my pin? But anyways, it came with like these different types of pins that you can get in there.
no, that's cool.
So they have one in Kansas City. Now it's called Kura Revolving Sushi.
Oh,
So if you
yeah,
ever want to
some
go,
sushi. Yeah, and I don't see myself going to KC anytime soon. But if I do, I'll keep an eye out for it.
KC's just
Remind me.
opposite end. So,
Yep.
but yeah, um, but let's just get into the nerd news because there's a lot that happened. Um, for I think we'll go into the Xbox first. Xbox had a partner direct. Now, the thing is, I'm really wondering. I feel like so far Xbox has dropped the ball this year so far. Um, I can't really think of anything here I mean, it's only been a couple of months. I mean, the year just started basically. We're only March, but Xbox hasn't really produced anything in these 2 months. They haven't really came out with anything big. They keep teasing these partner directs, and honestly, like when I look at these partner directs, oh, when did I like?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm looking at
feel
the list right now, and it's just like I'm so underwhelmed. I mean, nothing other than this is Roblox, what Griefville, Chucky or something. That's the only thing that like that and Persona 3 Reload. Those are the only things that look familiar.
yeah,
Oh,
but the
Final
thing is,
Fantasy, but whatever.
Persona 3 Reload wasn't exclusive to them, was it?
No.
Right, like it's on PC and it's on PlayStation 5 as far as I know. So it's like, you got play I don't get it. I mean, Xbox has um this thing that they're supposed to be really good. And they're just it's just not happening. Um while you have Like PlayStation, in just a matter of in just 1 month, they dropped two bangers, just boom. Early in February they dropped Helldivers. And then at the end of February 29th, they dropped Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, and
You
honestly,
know,
obviously, oh my god. Well, I guess there was Pal World that's on Xbox, not PlayStation. It's not an exclusive, but I think that was probably one of the more
yeah,
popular games that people got into.
that's true. That they did drop that, and that really helped Microsoft. I think. I think that was a good thing, but it was just riddled with glitches. I don't know how it is now. Um, with the Xbox Game Pass, I mean, on Steam it runs a lot better, but on Xbox, I was disconnecting every 5 seconds.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, I think right now in general, I think both TV media and game media, they're just getting oversaturated. Which, don't get me wrong, like it's really nice having options for everybody to find a game for them and everything. But in terms of like real bangers,
right.
so far we've had Pal World, we've had, well, I guess Final Fantasy as well, and then now we've got Helldivers. Nothing. There's nothing else that's neither nostalgic nor does it get me really. I'm just not excited for anything. And honestly, I probably wasn't excited for Helldivers until I started, seeing people play it.
I wasn't either, and I mean, and then I just started playing with friends, and it was fun.
Yeah,
Even after I started seeing people playing, I'm like, whatever. But you play with friends, it's a lot of fun.
yeah.
Um, Now see, Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 has been out for a while. I mean, it's a huge drop for Xbox. I know people who are trying it out now because it's on Xbox. But Final Fantasy 14 has been out on PC for a long time.
Here, I'll Google it.
Trying to think.
Oh
I'm
no,
gonna say
oops.
2011 for Final Fantasy 14. 2011, 2012. A Realm Reborn.
September 30th, 2010.
Okay, yeah. So it's been out for that long. It's crazy to believe that. And so it was on PC and PlayStation 4 right off the bat.
Yeah.
And it's Xbox is just now getting it 14 years later. So, which is crazy. I mean, I don't understand I don't know if there's some sort of dynamic that I'm missing with Square Enix and Xbox, because even like their big games, the mainstream Final Fantasies like Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth and then Final Fantasy 15, haven't touched Xbox. I actually can't think of a single Final Fantasy that's been on Xbox.
Like,
They've
honestly, if I were to be able to go out and buy an Xbox right now, I would go out and I would buy an old Xbox 360 and I would buy Rock Band, the whole set, which I was looking at that. It's like $400 for the entire set, which is
yeah.
ridiculous to get
Well,
all that stuff.
my little
But
rabbit trail here. Rock Band will come back. Because the company that does Rock Band Harmonix,
mhm,
you know who owns that now, right?
no,
Epic Games.
interesting. I doubt
So
it'll come back though.
no, I think it will, because Epic Games and Fortnite, they added a Fortnite festival, and right now, I mean, you can play a song similar to Rock Band. You choose guitar,
Well,
singer, thing, but it's all control based.
well, yeah,
So
it's a Guitar Hero. Was it Rock Band or was it Guitar Hero?
Rock Band,
Oh, it's
Rock Band
Rock
was
Band. Okay,
Rock Band was Harmonix.
okay,
And so Epic Games bought that, and you can choose which instrument you want to play. And of course, the key buttons and the way the notes come are a little bit different.
yeah.
However, um, they just released it just a few months ago. So what's to say that they won't start like monetizing um actual instruments? I mean, you can buy soundtracks on there. You can buy fake instruments.
hmm
So I think eventually they're gonna like, why not start launching peripherals?
Because like, man, I spent so much money on that game. Because I mean, I bought the game. I had, technically, it wasn't my hardware. It was my girlfriend's hardware at the time. In terms of peripherals and everything. But yeah, no, I bought so much music off the Xbox Live Store. And of
Right.
course, the live store is gone, so all that money that I spent just gone. I don't get it back. I'm SOL.
So, and then of course they did talk about how they're releasing the expansion pass for Persona 3 Reload. Which is kind of cool because it's in Sega, because Atlas used to be its own company and Sega bought it out. Let me show you something. I'll be right back because I have a little tangent that I want to go about this and kind of upset me, you know. So I found this gem the other day. Okay, so Persona 3 Reloaded. Um, it originally just came out as Persona 3, and then they released on PlayStation 2 Persona 3 Fez edition.
Board exchange student.
I don't know what the Fez stand for, but it was just called P. They call it Persona 3 F. But the thing is like the extra thing they added was this expansion pass, the answer, and I paid $40 for this game,
Well,
right?
on that '70s show, the character Fez,
Yeah.
F, foreign exchange student. That was his name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
But see, like, you got the game. Like it says in the back here, played a 70-hour game plus a brand new Persona and event, and or jump right into 30+ hours of new content on the all new chapter of the answer. So I paid $40 for this. I guess I'm a big fan of Persona, so I have the games. So it's kind of cool. PlayStation 2. But now I don't know how much they're gonna charge for this expansion. But the game is $70. I mean, it's an Xbox Game Pass if you have it, but I doubt they're gonna let you play the expansion pass for free. So if I want to play the expansion pass, I have to pay for it. So, and then I just want to show off my other little gem.
Yeah.
So Persona 4, which had that royal release, but it's just one of those things that how much gaming has changed. Because when did this come out?
Persona.
This Persona 3, when did it originally come out? I just gotta have it on here, the trademark. 2006, 2008? No.
2009, November 1st.
The Persona 3 Fez?
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. No, April 19th,
2008.
2007. So it was probably being 2006. Persona 3 was 2006. Fez was 2007. Persona 4 Golden 2012. So Persona 3. This is Persona 3 Portable was 2009.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I played that one too.
Yep.
That one just adds where you can choose. First off, you don't walk around like in this one. You walk around. Well, in the original and in this one, you walk around your character. Another one, you just pointed where you want to go on the portable, and you can choose. You can make your character a female protagonist.
Which was probably revolutionary at the time. There wasn't a whole lot of character creation back in the day.
No, but my tangent on this is like I hate that now. Where because I probably would eventually. I was gonna buy this game because I was really excited for it. Um, Thankfully it came on Xbox Game Pass. So I don't have to buy it, but now I have to buy this expansion. Well, I don't have to. I really want to buy this expansion
Yeah.
because as I mentioned in the previous podcast, Persona is one of the 3 series I follow. So, I've been playing since the original Persona on PlayStation. So, which was called Persona, or it's called Revelations Persona. So, but yeah, it's just kind of annoying that I paid $40 for the full game back in 2007, and now, what, 16 years, 16, 17 years later, I have to pay more. So I hope it stays on Game Pass because I'll be pretty sad if I have to buy this game.
Yeah.
And in that case, if it does, I don't know what to do because I much rather buy it on Steam than Game Pass. So, but I don't want to. I don't know. I should have bought it because it's just part of a collection. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, but that's my rabbit trail on that. And then these other games that Xbox has, like the Stalker, it doesn't really look that good. Unknown Awakening, Tales of Chimera. Roblox is owned by Microsoft, isn't it?
No, that's Epic. No,
Roblox?
Roblox is its own. Good question. Who
I
owns
thought I thought
Roblox?
Roblox because you can't. I mean, you can play it on other stuff on mobile, but
Billion bookings. Roblox generated 2.2 billion revenue. It's owned by David Bazowski and Greg Bazowski, 2.3 respectively. I think Roblox is their own thing still.
oh, okay, crazy. It's on Xbox only though, so they have a good partnership with that.
Well, PC. So I feel like it's probably not on PlayStation. I would imagine. I mean, I could be
No,
completely wrong, but probably due to monetization stuff.
that's right, because Xbox is big on mods. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
That was a big deal, especially when Fallout 4 came out. Xbox announced that Fallout 4 is going to be fully modded from day one, while PlayStation you can't mod on PlayStation. You can mod on the Xbox. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can mod on consoles. You can. I think you can. There's a way to do it.
yeah.
But yeah, that's a big thing with it. So I get where they're coming from with that. So, but Uh, I think that's enough about Xbox. Really, another big thing that they announced was Overwatch 2, the Cowboy Bebop trailer. You see that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I kind of want to. I didn't see when it came out, but I want to. I will go. I would go in and play it for just for that and try to
I
earn.
I mean, of course, like I always love seeing trailers and stuff because they always play the theme song Tank. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da,
Hmm.
ba-da-da. God, such a great tune. Love me
I
some
had so
good
many good
big
shirts
band
to wear.
jazz.
Maybe next week I'll wear my Cowboy Bebop shirt.
Okay,
I have one.
I'll probably be wearing another flannel.
Yeah, I mean that's your thing.
Yeah,
You're a flannel dad. I'm a nerd dad. You can't have both.
indeed.
So,
I go
but
outside and
that's
touch
gonna be
grass.
what's that?
I go outside and touch grass.
Yeah, I don't.
Yep.
But that I think that's a cool thing. That they're doing will be a good collab. Because I think this is their first big collab. I could be wrong. I don't remember seeing any other collabs. Apex has done collabs. God forbid Fortnite has done collabs.
Yeah.
In fact, their newest collab for their character, The Legend of Korra. You can get Korra herself.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool. So this season's all about myths and monsters. So I mean, you can get you have the Fortnite version of Zeus, Cerberus, Hades, Aphrodite. It's stupid, but Korra is the best thing that came out of it. So it's kind of cool. I'm tempted to get it, but that's
I'm gonna
besides
start
the point.
watching that with Evan here soon. Legend of Korra.
Legend of Korra. Oh, dude, You've seen it already?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I mean, a few years ago now. I wouldn't say right when it came out because I don't think it existed. I don't think I knew it existed when it came out. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I watched it live. I Every week I would download the newest episode and watch it.
hmm
So because
I'm
I
excited for the new
remember
one.
what?
So I'm so excited for the new animated cartoon to come out.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take place. It's gonna be based on the comic books that they never released to anime.
Yeah,
So
yeah, Rock, Rock guy, Earthbender.
yeah. So they're gonna do another with the Rock. Not the Rock. A
Yeah,
Rock Earthbender. Is that the next in the cycle? Water Earth.
yeah, Water, Earth, and then Fire. Because remember, before Korra was
Aang
Aang, and before Aang was
was
Roku.
Roku.
Yeah, Fire. So yeah,
Yeah. So they might as well do one for each one
and then
because they
before Roku was Kenoshi.
Kenoshi and she was Earth.
Yep.
So, dude, that would be so cool. I do remember saying about there's gonna be an Earthbender that's gonna be the Avatar. That would be really cool. I don't know how you can top Toph though, because Toph was OP.
Yeah, she was pretty badass, especially when she was an old cranky lady in
Oh yeah,
Korra.
yeah. She
Oh,
just she can sense her a mile away just by touching it with her feet.
yeah,
So that's crazy. They don't really talk about how Earth. She's the only Earthbender that can do that. I think that has that kind of power.
that kind of sight. Yeah.
Hmm. So, but I still think, with the exception of what Toph can do, I still think Earth is the weakest. Earth or Fire.
I don't know.
So
I mean, they have their perks, because obviously with Earthbenders, you could literally raise a city. When I say raise a city, not raise it to the ground, but literally raise the city out of the ground and have a fantastic, beautiful construction and everything. It's a lot of fucking power, but
yeah.
whatever.
So oh well, rabbit trail there, right?
Yep.
So the next thing I want to that happened this week, that the anime of the year was announced. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. I didn't look it up.
That's all right. Um, just a few highlights on that. The anime of the year. I don't know if you remember that horrific episode.
Yeah, it wasn't horrific. It was.
It was just
It was the
very
three of us, right?
repetitive. It was the three of us, but it was very repetitive. That's
Yeah.
the thing. So the anime of the year, um, was Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. So, I don't know the marks for that, but it's not really, as far as anime. It's kind of hard to really, for original animes to win, because it's always continuations, sequels, things like that. Um, I do want to point out that my favorite anime did win an award, best continuing series, One Piece. So that was pretty cool there. So, Attack on Titan won best drama. So there's a cool thing, and of course, my favorite thing, best main character, Monkey D. Luffy won. So the world has spoken. Monkey D. Luffy is probably officially more popular than Goku at this point.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think. So,
should have
and
been
then
One Punch Man.
what's that?
Should have been One Punch Man.
One Punch Man, but he didn't come with anything out. Though,
I know.
speaking of that, since we're in this, so they did drop a teaser trailer for One Punch Man 3. It's coming out, season 3, finally. So, and then best new anime, Chainsaw Man. I think that was well deserved. That was a good one.
Man.
Chainsaw Man was really good. So, that's what they did. And not only did they announce the best animes, they also had the Oscars yesterday. So, for those who said, I don't think the Oscars this year were as entertaining as last year's, because Chris Rock did not get decked in the face.
Yeah, nobody got the shit slapped out of
him. Holy shit! Will Smith slapped the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And about that, like, if you look at the thing in the beginning, when Chris Rock is like, nice dude, Jada, you're just new for G.I. Jane 2?
Yeah.
When does the movie come out? They go and you see Will, he's laughing.
Yeah. It was a good joke.
Laughing. And then all of a sudden he just gets up and slaps him, and he's just like, Chris Rock is just like, whoa, he took that slap like a fucking champ. And I really think Jada Pinkett went to him and was like, dude, he just made fun of your wife. You need to do something about it.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to be the good person, the good dad. That's literally who he's been on. In terms of, he doesn't really have a lot of bad messaging or cursing or anything in his rap music. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He's always played a good guy for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's trying to maintain that off screen and on screen, and I think because of that, and Jada Pinkett Smith being a fucking cunt, literally, that interview where it's like, yeah, let's talk about me cheating on you, and he starts crying, like, oh my god, how humiliating! I feel so bad for that man. Honestly, like, did he do a wrong thing? Yeah. Should he be held accountable for doing bad things? Yes, but at the same time, like, I don't really.
He apologized for it.
Yeah, for sure. But what a terrible human being.
So, and this year, supposedly John Cena walked out on stage naked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't see him.
Yeah, nobody did.
So
it's a good thing, he doesn't need any costumes or anything. He was talking about costumes apparently, but he doesn't need one. Can't see him.
So,
There's a lot of
but
cum gutter going on. Lots of cum gutters.
so a couple of highlights before I talk about the best picture of the year, right? So actor in a leading role was Cillian Murphy from Oppenheimer. He's usually been a supporting actor, so it's pretty cool that he got a big thing like that. I mean, he's done a few movies. Like one thing he's notable for is Scarecrow from Batman Begins.
Yep. Peaky
Um,
Blinders, I think, is one of his
Peaky
other
Blinders, his
super
thing, yeah.
popular ones. Yeah.
Red Eye with Rachel McAdams. So where he was a villain. So he's a great actor. Uh, Actress Emma Stone won that. So from Poor Things, I don't know what that movie was.
No, I
And then
heard it was a softcore porno.
oh okay, that got me interested. I'm
Right.
kidding.
I mean, Emma Stone,
And then actor in supporting role. Um, because this actor ain't gonna win anything from the MCU. Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer. He was a supporting actor. It's still an Oscar, but God forbid he's done so good. He's carried the MCU for so long, and he has gotten shit from it. I mean, maybe more popularity. Um, Interesting fact. He said that this role he really had to adjust for it to act because he's been doing Marvel for so long that his personality was way different in this movie than he was in Marvel. So he was like, he goes, I really have to act for this movie. I didn't have to act for those. So kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
Actress in supporting role, Divine Joy Randolph from The Holdovers. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, no, it's the first time I've ever heard of the
So
movie. Well, I mean, going back to it, I feel like everything's so set. Well, no, I don't think that's really much of saturation. Well, maybe because anything we're gonna watch is either gonna be on Netflix or
right.
Disney or fucking Crunchyroll.
Mm-hmm. Trying to see. Now this
Well,
category.
go ahead.
I kind of have to. I have to watch the movie, but this category really really surprised me. There's the winner of the best animated feature film.
Yep, that's what I was gonna
There's
bring up.
there's no way that this should have won. Like it couldn't be that good compared to the latter. Um, I mean it's the boy and the heron. I mean Miyazaki is an anime genius. Don't get me wrong. Studio Ghibli.
Mm-hmm.
Have we determined it's Ghibli or Ghibli?
Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli. Those movies are brilliant. I've seen a few of them. Spirited Away. My Neighbor Totoro. What's the other one that I see?
I mean,
Howl's Moving Castle.
right now, just looking at the screenshots. Let me share real quick. I've got too many screens open. Day, Xbox, Opus, Denver, Sergio, the boy. Oh, here, boy in the heron. There we go. All right, share. So, I mean, looking at this, I mean, the movie looks beautiful. I'm definitely interested in watching it.
I'll definitely watch it. Don't get me wrong. I will definitely be watching it because I love Miyazaki. You
But
know,
the biggest thing is that Spider-Man was out, and apparently Spider-Man did not win.
yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, no, I watched it. So we talked about it on a few podcasts ago. It's like, I haven't watched that. It's like, dude, you got to watch it. And I watched it. I'm like, oh my God.
It's
Great.
I think great's an understatement for it. Like it's literally the best Spider-Man movie ever made. Like, sorry Disney, No Way Home was great, but Spider-Man Across the Universe just dick slapped you because it was that much better.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot of
So
people are saying that the first one was better. I don't see that one was like really better or worse. They were just different stories.
I thought they were both fantastic. I don't think
Yeah.
one's better than the other. I like this Across the Spider-Verse or the Spider-Verse movies. They're made fantastic. The animation, the way that they glitch, it's
Yeah.
just
Sound design, music,
perfect.
overall story, the cast that they brought in, Childish Gambino, oh my God, Glover. Yeah, I mean, it was so cool
Donald
seeing.
Glover, yeah.
Yeah, you saw him. You also saw the lady from what's that? Blah, 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 blah. Live action Spider-Man's nemesis person,
The
Venom.
Nemesis, Venom. Oh yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
even saw the Spider-Man from PlayStation. Sony. I mean, obviously it's a Sony made movie, but they had the video game Spider-Man in there.
yeah.
The video game Prowler. They had the Disney Prowler showing Donald Glover. So I mean, obviously he hasn't been the Prowler in that yet, but there's a whole scene in Homecoming. We talked about his nephew,
Hmm.
and so is there hints that they're gonna kill off Peter Parker in the MCU, and then put Miles Morales in there? That would be cool, but who knows?
I mean, they wouldn't have to kill him off. They could just have both of them. But
Yeah,
yeah, no. But I am very, very disappointed in seeing that. I'm happy to see
I mean,
Oppenheimer. I still need to watch Oppenheimer, but the clips and everything that I've seen, like it looks like a well put together and
I want to see that
beautiful
movie. Yeah,
movie.
yeah, that won Best Picture of the year, by the way,
Yep.
Oppenheimer. So well
I'm
deserved. I honestly, when that movie released and then I followed it, I knew it was gonna win. Um, so but that's the speaking of which, you have Netflix.
yeah.
Everything, everywhere, all at once. The winner of 2022 is on Netflix now.
Oh, about time. Like honestly, I watched that, and then of course everybody hates hot dog fingers, which I respect that.
That's
But that,
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I want to watch that movie again when I'm not sober.
That's the goal. Um,
Yeah.
I'm still back on the animated feature. I think there's one movie on here that made the list that I 100% disagree with. I thought it was terrible. Disney Elemental.
Yeah, nobody watched. I didn't watch Elemental, so I can't really say anything either way.
I've seen it. There's no most Disney movies have a villain and a hero. That's been their mantra for a little bit. There's
Mhm.
always a villain. And this one, the villain is life itself.
Oh,
So it's not really, it's not really a villain.
well, what the
Like,
globalists don't want you to know. No.
so it's just it's about interracial mixing pretty much. Fire and water can't date. They can't be each other because if fire touches water, the fire's gonna die, and so they're just trying to overcome societal things, and eventually, they end up being the touch, and it's like the greatest moment ever. I just spoiled the whole movie for you. Sorry.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm not going to be watching anytime soon. But
So
and it's just like the big thing is they, you know, it's one of those things. Like, unfortunately, everything that I see nowadays, I see through the lens of DEI and all that kind of good stuff. So it's like
right.
here, based on your description, I'm like, oh, just another woke movie. Because there was the other Disney movie that came out. Um, It was about this king who could grant any wish, but he decides not to grant all the wishes. So technically, the king was the bad guy. But I mean,
Oh,
if
you're
you
talking
think
about
about it,
Wish?
yeah, wish. So, but you think about it, if you gave everybody, you know, their wishes, if you made everybody's wishes come true, just think how horrible, how many horrible things would happen in the world. Like, you can't do that. You just can't do that.
Right.
So she ultimately was the bad guy. But
Hmm.
continuing on,
Continue on. Yeah, I mean the Oscars. Best Picture of the Year and the Oppenheimer. Uh, really want to watch it. It's just I believe it's on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus or Peacock, one of those two. So um, check it out. I mean, if you're interested, you can get Walmart Plus and go from there. So
Walmart
hey, but
Plus, that's a thing.
yeah, it gets you free deliveries. So
Oh, but you also get shows too?
you get Paramount Plus with Walmart Plus.
Oh, okay. I've already got Paramount Plus, but okay, the more you
Yeah.
know.
So hey, before we go into our next you know topic, let's uh let's have a word from our sponsors, right?
Yep.
So all right. So no podcast of us is complete without a word from Dubby. I mean, they make energy drinks. You can get it's a coffee extract, no crash, no jitters. Real cool. If you're interested, you can do promo code Surge. You get 10% off your next purchase. Tom, you're a big fan of the Hydro ones, right?
Oh yeah, huge fan of the Hydro ones. I should have brought one down because I was drinking earlier today. We hung outside and had a few extra adult beverages, so yeah, I
So
probably should have brought that down with me. But yes, the hydration, 10 out of 10. So get a nice big container. You just need a little scoop at a time. Pop that in
also you
there.
ended
Boom.
up getting the Hydro,
Yeah.
a tub.
Hmm.
Nice, nice. So, but yeah, Dubby, uh, they sponsor us. Being upfront with you guys, every time you purchase Dubby, we do get a piece of it. But what that piece of it's gonna do, it's gonna help us be able to produce more content, be able to produce more beautiful looking content. Right now, we're working on a budget. I mean, I think we're doing fairly well and getting better, but it will help us out. So, anyways, promo code Surge, get your Dubby. Starter pack is $20. You get this and 5 samples. Go from there.
We need to make sure next time we actually pull this up because it's like, oh, no calories, no sugar, no
Oh yeah,
maltodextrin, no fillers, no
yeah. It's
artificial
it's
colors.
it's zero sugar, zero everything. So it's one of the things. Their big thing is they say ditch other energy drinks because this is a healthier version.
Hmm.
So it still has taurine, but taurine is not bull semen like some people think it is. It's not. None of that.
It's not.
So
No, well, I'm fucking not drinking that shit anymore.
so, but anyways, 10% off with promo code Surge. Get
Yep.
your W today. All right, guys, and we're back. So, you know, let's get into we've had some exciting news. Some exciting things happen, you know. Sadly this week, we did have a death in an iconic person die this week. There's always something that happens, someone always dies, but Akira Toriyama passed away this week. For those who don't know who he is, he is a mangakon for if you don't know what a mangakon is, it's a artist for creating manga. They call them mangakons in Japanese. But he's a manga artist. Let's just say that. He's well known for Dragon Ball Z. He also you ever play Chrono Trigger?
Yeah, I played Chrono Trigger a long time ago, but yeah.
Yeah, he created those characters as well. So it's kind of cool.
Hmm.
He created those characters. He was responsible for Chrono Cross. So Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. He was not responsible for Dragon Ball GT. So it's kind of funny. His apprentice, Toyoto, I can't even say Toriyami, whatever, Toyoto something, Toyota, I don't know. He was more responsible for that, and he did that to try to impress Toriyama, but Toriyama didn't like it, and he says, "Well, I'm coming back to the helm," and he created Dragon Ball Super. So, you know, what is the? Let's see here.
I'll mark it.
Oh, okay. So what do you think? I mean, I don't know. I know you haven't seen a lot of Dragon Ball Z, but as far as like the state, I mean, do you think because Dragon Ball Super still hasn't finished the manga? It's still
So
going.
is he just the artist itself, or is he actually the one doing the story?
Both.
He's doing both. Then,
I mean, he's got a team, obviously, but he's the main
well,
artist.
yeah. So
And
really,
he
I
had
feel
an
like on stuff
apprentice.
like this, you can't really make any. I feel like it'll be just fine. I want to say that the community is big enough, and I don't think they have any kind of bad infiltration in terms of culture to screw that up from what I have seen.
Yeah,
Because I mean, let's face it, Goku has never been exactly the most proper individual.
I
Um,
think he's a villain in some aspects. I mean,
yeah, so I think because of that, I don't think there's going to be too much. I don't think there's enough people in the camp to go around and screw stuff up. That being said, somebody could just be sitting there and like, oh, well, this is how I think the story should go. So I'm going to start making big changes
I
around
think
here.
they're gonna honor him pretty well. I mean, he had an apprentice that helps him draw. Um, his Toyota dude, whatever his name is. But he I mean, I think he's gonna take the helm. Uh, I think Dragon Ball Super is gonna be ending pretty soon.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna finish it up, and I think just leave it at that. Just and not and I think it's gonna be the end of it. That's my personal opinion. I don't think they're gonna want to continue without Toriyama. I think Toriyama had a vision in mind to finish it, or a vision in mind. I mean, and I think they're just gonna finish it using his vision and just cut it off or make it where it finishes, and then move on to something else. I personally don't believe they're gonna continue it. So I think this is gonna be the end of Dragon Ball
yeah.
after what this came out. Dragon Ball came out like '89, maybe a little bit earlier with the original Dragon Ball.
Oh,
So,
looking it up now.
but I mean, I posted on my TikTok. The TikTok is the Nerdy Face. So I mean, there will be links for in the link tree there. But I posted a tribute to him.
86.
'86. Yeah, see, '86 when it came out. It's been going on since 1986.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
older
been
than
a
I am.
hiatus here and there, but still, you know. But it's what I mean, for a lot of people, especially me, I'm a '90s kid. I'm more of an '80s kid, but I don't remember the
I
'80s.
mean, yeah, that's when you were born, but that's not when you grew up.
Yeah. Um, I'm a '90s kid, and I remember my first. A lot of people now everybody knows the little song, but like I remember when I would get up every Sunday morning at 7 in the morning to watch Dragon Ball Z. They aired it on whatever, and it was like, that song, Dragon, Dragon, bring on the dragon, Dragon Ball Z,
Oh
and then
God.
they just like a little thing, epic, like. So then when I watched it in Japanese for the first time and they didn't do that, and I was like, what? So, but now it's iconic to me too, like the cha la, he cha la. I'm a terrible singer, so sorry. You guys can stop here if you
Yeah.
want to. But I mean, just Dragon Ball Z is just what really got me into anime, and you know, is it good? I mean, if you're kind of looking at it from an actual perspective of is it good? The answer is no, right? For those who didn't grow up with it and watch it now, they're like, dude, why you watch this trash? There's stuff there's so much better. To those people, I say, fuck you. Dragon Ball Z is the goat. Okay, its own. For me, it's its own little pedestal. I don't even put it in my top 5 favorite animes because it's in its own category. You know, so because it just holds a special spot in my heart. So, um, you know, and honestly, it inspired lots of people. Um, One Piece. What here's a little snippet of what Oda said about uh Toriyama. He goes, I have admired him so much since I was a child. So I remember the day he called me by name for the first time. On the way home from the day you used the word friend for me and Kishimoto, I remember being overjoyed with Kishimoto, and I also remember the last conversation we had. This is the guy who created One Piece. So, um, he inspired Tito Kubo, who's the mangakon for what you call it, Bleach.
I feel like to an
So
extent, like that's all we could really ask for, in life is,
yeah,
to be remembered, and well, he will always be remembered.
he will be. So I don't know how much I don't think you've seen all of Dragon Ball Z, but I
No.
do want to share one moment of Dragon Ball Z that I always think back, and it's one of my favorite moments. Um, it's when they're fighting Perfect Cell, and did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged though?
No, I didn't.
Uh,
So I watched originally when it was being aired. I watched Dragon Ball Z up into. So I saw the fight between the tournament, and then after the tournament, that's when Buu came in.
oh,
So I
okay,
saw
okay,
Majin Buu all the way up until right before he split.
okay, okay. So you seen a good portion. The Boo Saga was good, was decent,
Hmm.
but so the Cell Saga was right before it. Um, so
Was Cell Dragon Ball Z?
yes,
Oh, so no, I didn't see. So yeah, I guess I. Huh, interesting.
So
Okay.
I mean, if you're interested in watching it, it's Hulu. I would watch Dragon Ball Z Kai. It's pretty much
Oh, it's on Hulu. Kai.
Dragon Ball Z Kai. Yeah, it's on Hulu. It's pretty much a fast-paced version of Dragon Ball Z. I think it's a definitive version to watch because you don't get to see all this crappy filler. People complain that Goku powers up for 30 seconds for 4 episodes. Oh, episode 5. Oh, still doing it. It
Yeah.
eliminates all that. So, um, but like even people who don't watch Dragon Ball Z, there is an iconic line for it. It's over 9,000.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Oh yeah.
So it's great, you know. But here's my favorite scene. So I'll paint the picture a little bit. Cell has achieved his perfect form, and he pretty much is cocky, and he created a tournament thing, and he challenged everyone to a tournament style. And they got 10 days. Goku and Gohan. Gohan is Goku's son. They train and get stronger. Goku faces off Cell, is unable to defeat him, and he says, "Go on, son, go fight Cell." Well, his son is not like him. He's not really a fighter, and so he's like, um, he's like, "Why am I fighting this kid?" And then like Goku's like, "If you push him to the limit, he will blow up and he will destroy you." And so Cell's trying to push him to the limit, and he's just like, he just doesn't do it. And he's just like, and then Piccolo's like, "Goku, he's not like you. What are you doing?" Blah blah blah. And in the bridge version, it makes Goku seem like he's like, "Just wait a second, in a minute now," and it makes him look like a crappy father. But
Yeah.
anywho, so um, Hercule or AK Mr. Satan, depending on which version you watched, um, he uh he sees the head of Android 16 who is destroyed, and he says, bring me over to him." So Mr. Satan running, dodging all the fireballs, all the stuff like that, goes and he throws Android 16's head right in front of Gohan. And then he says, "Gohan, I love the birds, everything, protect the world for what it is." He's like, "Let it go." He's like, "Just let it go." And then Cell's like, "Oh, you're still alive?" And smashes his head. And at that very moment, Gohan just explodes and he becomes Super Saiyan 2 for the first time. Just just think right now, think about it, gives me goosebumps. It's just my favorite moment in Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
So yeah, it's worth watching if anything.
So
So
Amber just got rid of Hulu, like literally just got rid of Hulu because nobody was watching anything on Hulu. But luckily on YouTube TV, Cartoon Network at like 1:30 a.m. It's been playing on Sundays, I guess.
oh yeah,
So right now they're on season 1, episode 4. So
worth a watch.
yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and that'll be my like something else to watch when I've got some free time and everything. So
Yeah,
yeah, no,
no, for
I'll
sure.
start cracking down on that.
So, but next piece of news. Like I said, this is a fuck ton happened this week.
Right.
Um, yesterday, well, yesterday we're recording this on March 11th, but Sunday, March 10th was Mario Day.
Hmm.
So, you
Mario
know,
Twins.
Mario Twins. Did you see that little trailer I sent you?
No, you sent it to me at
Um,
the most inopportune time, and I forgot to go back
what
on.
watch it like there's nothing to it. I can explain anything, but just listen to the very beginning of it real quick.
Please hold.
Listen to the beginning. I'm like, because as you all know, the people who voiced the person who voiced Mario in the video games all these years was Charles Martinet, and he stepped down. He's now what's called the Mario ambassador. I think
Hmm.
this is the new voice.
Let's just do this.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
Uh,
Is it muted?
Oh, is it?
Well, go to the very beginning of it. Might be muted.
Yeah, I don't know if this will make. Still nothing?
Still nothing. You hear it, right?
Yeah,
Well,
hold on.
hold on. Let me see something here. It should work now then.
アニメ映画に取り組んでいる。
There we go.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the voice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
皆さんこんにちは。
You can stop it here.
Konnichiwa.
I love him. Shiru Miyamoto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he's awesome, but yeah,
that
I just,
voice that they picked is terrible.
yeah, Mario
like,
time.
And we thought Chris Pratt was bad. Chris Pratt makes this guy look like this guy makes Chris Pratt look like an amateur.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think that he was bad. They were just different because how annoying would it be to have somebody with that high of a pitch voice talking the entire time in the movie? So I could respect that, but yeah.
Yeah. So, but really, the big thing that came out of this, first off, I'm gonna say I was highly disappointed. Usually on Mario Day, they announce some sort of big Mario game, whatever.
Mhm.
I was hoping they're gonna announce a new 3D world or new 3D type Mario, but
They really need to come
nothing-
out with one of those. So, like, because
Yeah.
again, platformers. I'm just not a huge fan of platformers.
Right. But they, I mean, Princess Peach Showtime. There's a demo on it now. It looks pretty cool. I played that. My kid was playing a demo at GameStop, and
Okay, if there's a demo, you mean we could download a demo on the Switch? Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Okay, I need to get that.
me too. Princess Peach Showtime. It seems pretty interesting. I mean, there's lots of concerns for it, obviously, but it seems pretty good. So I think the biggest piece of news that came from that was the Super Mario Brothers 2 movie is officially confirmed.
Mhm.
So
Saw that.
April 3rd, 2026 is the release date.
Oh, that's so far out. 2 years? Jesus.
I mean, they got to make the movie.
I know, but
they
like,
just started production.
I don't know.
So
I'm excited for it now. I want it now.
I do. I want it now as well. But 2 years will be here before you know it, and we'll be like,
Yeah.
dude, remember when we talked about this 2 years from now? I mean, by that time we're gonna be movie stars. I mean, essentially.
Porn star, movie star, whatever.
Yeah, cast people. Whatever sells people.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like my speculation on this. I think they're gonna next step they're gonna take is either I hope it looks to be cool to follow the Super Mario Brothers 2 storyline where Mario's goes into the Dream World and fights Wart. That would be a cool villain. I really don't think they should do Bowser again. Because it would just be. I mean, they could, but
have Bowser involved, make it to where he's not the main villain, somebody else is the main villain, or.
So I don't know, but they did confirm several things. They did confirm the fact that there is a space area, like in they confirmed the existence of Rosalina in the first movie.
Yep.
Because that little thing is a Luma that's only available through Rosalina. That's when they first come out. So I feel like they're probably
talking about that little thing, talking about the kid voice, talking about the sweet release of death.
Yeah, best character in the movie.
Oh, hands
honestly. Down. But yeah, I think I think they're gonna introduce Rosalina, and go from there. Honestly, so it would be cool to see Wario and Waluigi as the main villains.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I think that'd be really cool.
What is their actual role? Are they actually villains? Are they just? I don't even know.
So in Super Mario Land, it's a different world that he's in. It's not the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
That's where Daisy was first introduced. So Mario's on a path to rescue Daisy, and she was captured by Wario.
In Super Mario All-Star, or the soccer one, Daisy's my favorite. The soccer one that came out?
Super Mario Strikers.
Strikers, there we go. She's my favorite.
She's good.
Yeah, she's good. And legs.
So
She's got
legs.
nice legs.
But yeah, I mean, they could go so many paths with it.
Mhm.
It'll be interesting to see how to do it. They have a lot of collaborations. I hope they don't, but they can partner with Ubisoft and do like a Rabbids universe. Honestly,
Yeah.
so because they have the Mario Rabbids game. I mean, I really hope they don't because I
I know
find Rabbids
you
annoying.
don't like the rabbits. I mean, it's kind of like Three Stooges, just dumb slapstick
Yeah,
comedy. It's kind of like the Looney Tunes. Acme Anvil's
yeah,
falling
I
on
get
people's
it.
head. I appreciate some good
It's just like the Minions.
non-violent violence. Yeah,
I
same thing
hate
with
the Minions.
yeah, I
I
think they're
hate them.
great. I'm a child though.
I'm a child of a lot of things, but I hate Rabbids and Minions. I mean, look at my background. I got Clefairy and Gengar there.
So
So
do you not like Looney Tunes? Three Stooges?
I love Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is cool. Three Stooges is funny. What I hate about the Rabbids is over and over again.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the Minions, I just hate their gibberish. I can't do it. I just hate it.
I like
So
it.
so Kevin, well, whatever.
Yeah.
So but they could go lots of different paths with this. So I think it'll be cool to see that they have plenty of content to do stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
you
no, I
know.
mean, luckily, you know, Kathleen Kennedy, take note. There's plenty of stuff out there to make movies on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So another big thing they announced is 2025. They're partnering with well, not partnering. They're expanding the Mario Lego set.
Hmm.
Mario Kart Lego. So curious to see how that's going to be. I never really got into the Mario Lego sets, but I mean, not just recently, but when they first came out, I thought they were just Lego sets. And you just play with them with the toys, and it's just like. But apparently, it's a whole app. You download
Yeah.
the app, and the app syncs to the Lego sets, and you just do it.
Mhm.
I really wanted to get into it, but my thing is, well, like, okay, if I buy them, where am I gonna put them? What am I gonna do?
Am I actually
Yeah,
going to play with them, or is it
I
just,
was
or
like,
am I just buying a set piece?
yeah. Another thing too, like, if I'm buying a set piece, I don't have space to put all this stuff, and if I do get space to put all this stuff, then um, are my kids going to destroy it in 5 seconds when they see it? So that's why I don't buy. I love Legos. I don't have any Lego set pieces because of that very reason. I'm just afraid like the kid's actually going to bump the table and then all of a sudden it's going to fall and shatter into a million pieces, and then I shatter into a million pieces and die because I spent hours building the
We've
Millennium
got a
Falcon.
shelf set that we need to put up specifically because Grayson's the one who likes to put Legos together. And he's got quite a few sets right now sitting in boxes that we've had since not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. Like does he have an X-Wing or does he have he's got some Star Wars stuff. He's got some other random stuff, but no, we want to put those shelves up, but I'm not going to put the shelves up without my wife being there because I'm going to put it up. It's like, oh, I don't want it there. I want it higher. I want it more to the left, So we just need
Yeah,
to,
I get
one,
that.
remember about it. Two, be on the same page of like, all right, let's go downstairs, get this knocked out because I got all the tools for it. Got my Ryobi sets. I put up, maybe 2 shelves in a minute probably.
Oh, I'll be right back. Speaking of Mario Day, oh no, maybe not. Dang it. Okay, so my kid's in his room, so I should have brought it out. But you see the Mario Kart here? I
Mhm.
have a big. I bought one of my son's a big thing. I got it at clearance for GameStop. It was only $100. I got it for $27. The big remote control Mario Kart. It's kind of cool.
Is that the one for the Switch or just a
No,
big Mario?
no,
Okay.
just an RC car. Then not Mario Kart Live. That I want to get that, but I don't. I mean, I do. I have the space now, but
Hmm.
I just don't think it's really worth it.
Yeah, I can make the space for it, but like it's man, our kids don't play enough video games. It's like, come on, guys, like we've got the Switch, you guys have your own little gaming PC, but they don't ever touch it. And I'm like, come on, guys, like just I want to play more video games. Play more video games so I could play video games with you.
Yeah, my kids play video games, so we played Smash. We've been playing Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
like crazy. So it's a lot of fun. So, but anywho, but like what's the other thing they just talked about more about their games like Princess Peach Showtime. They talked about Mario and Donkey Kong. I mean, it's been a good year for Mario.
Mhm.
So, uh, oh, they're also on the Switch Online. They released more Mario games, like on the Game Boy and on Game Boy Advance, things like that.
Mhm.
Talked about Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door. If anything, it's a good year for Mario because they're releasing quite a few Mario games. I mean, they just released the Mario versus Donkey Kong,
Yeah.
Princess Peach Showtime. They're releasing all those Mario games on the Nintendo Online, and then Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Here's the thing,
So
though, is like they're releasing a bunch of stuff, but it's like all of it's again just more basic platformers, nothing really new. Yeah, again, they need to get a 3D open world thing going on. Did they release RPG yet?
Super Mario RPG,
Yeah.
yeah, it came out this past November.
Okay. That's a game I want to get down on.
It's really good. You ever play the original?
No.
Then it's honestly like it'll be quite the treat for you then. I would love to. I mean, if you get down, I'd love to hear your opinion and reaction on it because um, I I just couldn't get down with it. I beat it in like 3 days, but
Yeah.
I knew what to do, where to go, how to do it. Well, not it's not like one of those things where I did not, I didn't go into it blind because I played it when it first came out in 1997.
Yeah.
So
It's running for $50, which isn't terrible for a relatively new game. Yeah, one of these days.
yeah, when you have nothing to do, good travel. So, but yeah. So as far as like I mean, have you played all the Mario games? I mean, I haven't really played the ones on the GBA or stuff or Game
I,
Boy.
I mean, I know there's quite a few that I haven't gotten down on. For instance, like I played, so I played, the original, like Super Mario 2, Super Mario, sorry, yeah, Mario Brothers 2, Mario Brothers 3, because I think I had the cartridge that had all three games on it, so I played them, never
The
beat
All
them.
Stars.
Yeah, All Stars. Let's see, of course, I did play, Super Mario Brothers. I played, of course, Mario 64. I played Mario Sunshine. I didn't play Galaxies. And then I did play the more recent one on the Switch when it first came out.
You played Super Mario Odyssey though, right?
Odyssey, there we go. That's what I was thinking. I
Okay.
was just talking about. So yeah, I played Odyssey. So and I beat Odyssey too. So I'm like haven't played all of them, but I enjoy a good Mario game.
I've played all the mainstream ones, like all three original Mario Brothers, the
Mhm.
Super Mario World, everything on the All Stars because they came in the last levels.
Yeah, I mean, Super
Um,
Smash Brothers doesn't necessarily count, but I've got Smash Bros. I've played all the Smash
I've gotten down
Bros.
with Smash Brothers for sure.
I've got Mario Tennis. I've got Mario Strikers, Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Nintendo and the Mario franchise has good games that are continuously coming out, and I'm excited to play more of them. Running
For
low,
sure. What's that?
running low on battery.
Yeah. So this is a controversial because a lot of people say that their favorite 2D Mario was Super Mario Brothers 3. For it. Here's an interesting fact about it. Super Mario Bros. 3, as far as story, the story is just a performance of Mario's adventures. It's not like an adventure that Mario's going on. That's why you see the curtains and
So
then the
this is not the
stage.
greatest and best song in the world. This is just a tribute.
Yeah,
Get the
pretty much.
reference? Am I the only one? What's that?
What's the reference?
Oh, Tenacious D, tribute.
Oh,
This is just a tribute. Gotta believe me. I wish you were there.
I like Tenacious D, but I haven't really heard.
I had that
heard a lot of
entire
stuff.
album memorized. Honestly, I probably still do.
So, but yeah, my favorite 2D Mario is Super Mario World. If I'm being honest with you.
Which one's Super Mario World?
The one on Super Nintendo.
Oh,
The first one that came out.
Okay, yeah. So when I said Super Mario, that's the Super Mario World. Yeah, and Amber and I doesn't Amber doesn't play a whole lot of video games, but her and I have sat down a couple times and passed the controller back and forth playing that on the Switch.
Yeah, they in order to get a perfection in the game, you have to find all 96 exits. I've gotten it.
Yeah, haven't touched it.
96 exits. It's just fun. Like I think that game is broken too because you can get the literally what level is it? It's the one of the bridge levels, not Butter Bridge. I think it's the first, the cheese bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, I do it every time, and people are like, "You're gonna die." I'm like, "No, I'll be fine." So I literally I want to keep my Yoshi, and you can't keep your Yoshi in one part of it because you have to climb in this rope, and there's these little drill things moving out, right? I literally take my Yoshi because I want to keep him, and I just run, take on the FNUF, and take off. And then of course you really can't fly directly with Yoshi, but then as I'm going, those little things, I bounce on them, and then get to the finish line.
Started doing one of those Mario Maker things where you just don't touch the ground because you're just using the shells and the Yoshis to just jump.
So I know I know so many tricks and secrets in the game. It's always fun to play. I always like every time I see a Super Mario World cartridge and it's not a completed file, I have to take the time and complete the file.
Well, yeah, gotta catch them all.
Mm-hmm. So, and that really my favorite 3D Mario is Odyssey. It's perfected. It's perfect.
Yeah.
So, it was really good. It was super easy for whatever reason.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like, I guess looking back, some of the games were harder, but this game was a little easier just because the save points were a little more refined and everything. I probably only died
you can't die anymore.
Times. Yeah.
You have infinite lives, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Super Mario 64 where you still had lives, and if you ran out of lives, you had to start over from the last save point,
Yeah.
So when any progress you had in between the lives, you just, you lost because it saved every time you got to start. So, but this changed. I mean, but Odyssey was still really good. But they have a handful of 2D Marios and 3D Marios, and the last 2D Mario was Super Mario Wonder. You play that yet?
Wonder?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's cool. It kind of takes the, it kind of takes the 2D platformer aspect of it, and if you get this called the Wonder Flyer, it warps the stage and makes the stage a lot more fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you ever get a chance to look at a video, look up Piranhas on Parade.
I've
cool.
seen that, and I feel like I wish I could add that to a playlist. I mean, of course, I always love myself a good march anyway, just being a band nerd. But
yeah. So it was. I think they did that one. They did it. Sorry, it was done really well.
Yeah, no,
they have another one like that too.
A cute game, and I think from what I've seen, it looks like a good game. But it just, again, if I want to play a Mario platformer, then I could just pick up Mario Maker or any other of those other games, and I've got yet another platformer.
Right. That's the problem with Mario. They're essentially the same games over and over again. They just add different elements to it.
Yeah.
So, but I don't really go back and play. It's just Super Mario World, Super Mario Bros. 3. I go back and play those a lot. So those are the two ones I usually play a lot.
And obviously, it's not that the games are just completely not replayable, but they don't have the same replay value as other games. Even go back and play Halo. Halo, you've got different difficulties you could do, or you could try to get more achievements. Or I think that's one of my big issues with Mario as well. Is I play and beat the game once, and then it's whatever. That's why I get a lot of the multiplayer games. I'd like to get golf one of these days, but Strikers and Mario Kart and tennis. Those are games I've got people coming over. All right, guys, let's play a super easy couch co-op game.
So Super Mario Strikers is kind of funny. I didn't play the Super Mario Strikers on the GameCube. I started playing it on the Wii, Mario Strikers Supercharged, and then I have Strikers Battle League. Battle League is a lot of fun if you haven't played it yet.
Yeah, that's what I got. It's on the Switch, Battle League.
Yeah, it's really cool. We'll have to play online sometime if you have Switch Online. It'd be
Oh, yeah.
fun. Um, but like my family versus your family. I don't know if your kids play or not, but
The three kids would at least two of the kids would play, possibly all three.
I'll have a 4-year-old play, so it'll be 4 versus 4. I mean, my kids suck, so it'll just be me carrying them.
No, same. It's going to be me and you with a bunch of assholes running around the field.
Yeah. But anyway, so there's when that game came out, a buddy of mine, he got it a few months later, and then he was really excited about it, and he invited everyone to come over and play and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh cool, Mario Strikers Battle League. I was like, this game looks like fun. I was like, I'm I didn't tell him I had it, because I'm an asshole in that aspect. I was like, oh yeah, you want to play first? I'm like, yeah. I was like, cool. I was like, and then this other guy, he's like, yeah, I'll play too. I'm like, oh cool. It's just we'll just pick your players. And I was like, oh okay. He scored 2 goals on me, and I'm like, oh okay, cool. It's like you're pretty good. He's like, yeah, I dabbled in a bit. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
cool. And I was like, oh, I think I got used to this game, and I turned it on. And then from there, I just scored like 8 goals, like boom, 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 boom. And he's like, wow, you got the hang of the game that quickly? I was like, those were, and then like the guy hosting the party's like, Sergio, do you have this game? I'm like, oh yeah, of course. He's like, you're such an asshole. I'm like, why? What do you mean? He's like, I can tell you played this game before. I'm like, why? I was like, there's no way you learned those advanced moves because I charge the ball, pass it, and then by the time I get to the one person, it's like almost supercharged and just kick it right away.
I prefer to play as like one character and that's it. Just because
I play with everybody.
Yeah, I always lose my character, and I always think it's more fun. I mean, maybe it's not more fun. I don't know, but it's nice to choose your character, play as your character. I mean, I switch back and forth, but that's my favorite way to play.
Yeah, and I mean, I played it that way, and it's just I got called out for it for just spanking that guy.
Yeah.
And I wasn't allowed to play the rest of the evening because no one else knew how to play. I'm like, oh, whatever, okay, fine. So, but that's my story about Mario Strikers, and I do the same thing with Mario Kart and Mario Party. There's just so many Mario games. So, but
no, Mario's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. It'll always be the face of Nintendo. Nintendo's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So, yeah, we're going to be very happy with Mario for a very long time.
Now, if you wanted to purchase, I don't know if you knew this, but if you wanted to purchase Mario, if you go on the Switch, all the Mario games should be discounted for a few more days for Mario Day.
Okay.
So digital.
Check that out.
So, and I think retailers have it as well because it's a big deal. So.
Apparently on Google, for just a random bit of news, just because I looked it up. So today we're celebrating Flat White. So there's a big coffee mug thing going on. A Flat White is a coffee drink consisting of espresso and steamed milk. Generally has a higher proportion of espresso to milk than cafe latte. That lacks the thick layer of foam in a cappuccino.
Interesting.
And while the origin of Flat White is unclear, various cafe owners in Australia and New Zealand claim the invention. The more you know.
The more you know.
I like coffee. I'm going to tell Johnny about that because he fucking roasts his own coffee.
I love coffee too, but I'm it's different stuff. I'm just trying to I don't know if I got this I didn't drink it this morning, but Black Rifle Company coffee.
Yeah, I like Black Rifle.
Yeah, I got the Vanilla Bomb.
Okay. You got the energy drink?
No, just the coffee flavor.
Oh, just the actual coffee.
The pod, yeah.
Oh, you got a pod. Okay.
It's a coffee pod. It's because I have a Keurig.
Yeah.
So, it's really good. And I didn't have the cinnamon vanilla creamer, or I got this creamer that's dedicated to Mean Girls, Pink Lady.
Okay.
It tastes like strawberry. So,
maybe we should talk to Johnny one of these days and have a coffee episode. He could pull out all this different because he's got every single way to make. He's got a pour over. He's got
dang.
What the hell else does he have? Of course, he's got a normal drip coffee pot. He's got French press. He's got I'm not sure if he still has his espresso machines and stuff because he had an entire corner of his kitchen that was nothing but different ways to make coffee.
Dang.
Yeah. Oh, and
So
he
he
had
went back to the
some.
Netherlands, didn't he?
Yeah, he's back in the Netherlands now. Rip.
Is he on a
But
different time zone than we are?
yeah, he so it would have to be like Saturday morning, Saturday early afternoon for
And
us
it
in
would
order
be
to be
like,
able to do it.
gotcha. Because what time zone is he in?
He's 7 hours ahead of us.
Oh, so right now he's like it's 5 in the morning for him,
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
well, maybe one day he can, I'm sure he would love to get on here.
Yeah, or say send your kids off to your parents or in-laws for a few hours.
Yeah. Because I noticed that he's also a big. Looks like he's big into Star Wars as well.
Oh
So
yeah, Star Wars coffee. He's not as big in the anime as other people are, but definitely more than I am. At least he's probably seen a little bit more than I have. And of course he
we
is
should.
he's an actual IT guy too, so he nerds out about that shit as well.
That's cool. We should talk. You should talk to him. Maybe getting him in on 1 or 2 episodes. If we can figure it out. 1 or 2 episodes in May.
Mhm.
Because it's going to be May the 4th be with you month. So look forward to that, guys. We're going to be talking about Star Wars every single week.
Oh yeah.
Different things. May the 4th be with you. So that's something to look forward to because we're not going to talk about Star Wars in depth like we did like this last episode or the last time we talked about Star Wars in depth. That was the first time. There was big news on that, but we're going to go really into depth that entire month.
Yeah.
So be fun.
Break down some different portions of the timeline and yeah.
Right. So, I mean, sorry we didn't have any particular subject to talk about this episode, but I really wanted just to hit on the news because there's just nerd news was huge this week. I think this is probably some of the biggest nerd news we had since we started this podcast, and I just didn't want to really skip over it. There was just a lot to talk about.
Yep.
So, but it's a little bit shorter than usual, but who cares? It's still a good episode. Do you have any other nerd news you want to share?
No, that coffee was kind of impromptu, and past that, no, nothing too crazy going on.
So, I do have one last piece. If you're into the Dragon Ball Z Super card, the Dragon Ball's, Dragon Ball Super trading card game, the TCG for it, it's available on browser now. You can go play on there. I don't know exactly how they're gonna do it, but I'm thinking about doing it myself just to play something on the side. But yeah, that's the final piece of Dragon Ball Super. So R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. You will be missed for sure.
Oh yeah,
So,
legend.
but I think that's all we got. Um, you know, as always, the link tree. So the link, just click our link tree. Go to our link tree. You'll find me there. My Twitch, the Surge 1182. I'm sorry I don't stream as often as I should. I could probably stream more, but I'm lazy sometimes and I just don't. But really come chill, come vibe with me. I'm kind of a unique streamer as far as that goes. My niche is I will play. I'll play with viewers as well. If you have like, dude, let's play Fortnite together, and you're just there reviewing, and you want to play Fortnite, you can just if I'm playing 557 Rebirth and you see me play, you can just go to my chat, like, yo, let's play Fortnite right now. I'm like, done, let's go. I'll do it. So that's one thing about me. I'm not gonna stop. I'll stop my stream to play with you, a viewer. And I'm very educated as far as games. I will inform you of how the game works, the mechanics, things like that. So that's what I'm going for, an informative variety gamer. I'm almost to affiliate, so just come watch and hang out. So Tom?
Come check out Mobile Ninja, MOB1LEN1NJA on Rumble. By the time this comes out, I should be streaming Thursday night about 9 o'clock Central Time. And then I'll probably be streaming sometime midday on Friday as well.
So I'm gonna try to release this episode by Tuesday. But more than likely, by the time you listen to this, it's gonna be Wednesday.
Yeah, so possibly if this is out Tuesday, then later tonight we'll be streaming as well. Around 9 o'clock, at least I will.
Yeah. So, but if not, just apologize for delay. It's just been a rough week. Both Tom and I have felt drained. the time change really killed me. So
Yeah.
I guess the older you get, the harder it is on you. So I felt drained on weekends. I just wasn't in the mood. So, but hey, share this podcast. Join our Discord. We have lots of cool things going on with there, and lots of new members. We for democracy.
For democracy.
For democracy. So as always, Nerd Fam, for democracy. That's all I'm gonna end. I'm gonna end it with that. Democracy, freedom, liberty. Let's kill some bugs.
Deuces.
Deuces. Yeah.